All right. So the newest character that is going to be coming out once the Freya banner is inevitably gone is going to be Hoyan, and she is going to be a hollow element character, and she's actually pretty good. Now, I don't think enough people have actually talked about how good she's probably going to be. Now, obviously, there are players who played during the beta and have a little bit of a better understanding as to her play style than I do, because I didn't play during the beta. But most characters had nerfs, and we'll go over that stuff. So let's just go over her initial kit right here. Her skill 1 is going to be the Relentless Hunt. She is going to deal 2 instances of 130% damage to a single enemy, and with each attack having a 25% chance to inflict wound for 2 turns. Now keep in mind, this is maxed abilities, so you know the percentages are going to be lower if you don't have it maxed out, but it is good to know what exactly the character is going to be doing once they're fully maxed, because inevitably we're all going to be able to get these characters fully maxed. Wound is going to cause healing is just completely canceled, and that is very, 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 very good, and we'll go over that once we go over like the meta characters and stuff, and why I do think Hoyan is actually going to be really busted. Skill 2 is going to be Disillusion. It is stating that when Hoyan is about to be defeated, you're going to immediately restore 60% of your max HP and immediately use your execution right, which is your skill 3, your quote-unquote ultimate, on the target that attacked her. This effect has a 4-turn cooldown, meaning skill 2, as you can see right there, it is a 4-turn cooldown, so that's cool. It is a passive, so you do not actually need to use it. It's always going to be active, obviously, unless you do actually use it. Now, when Hoyan defeats an enemy target, she will revive a fallen ally based on the defeated target's lost HP and prevent the defeated target from being revived. Each time the passive effect is triggered, Hoyan will apply 1 stack of Fleeting Glance to herself, stacking up to 3 layers. So Fleeting Glance is stating that each stack increases your own attack by 40%. And this effect cannot be dispelled. So whenever you do defeat an enemy, you are going to revive an ally based off the defeated target enemy's lost HP, which is going to be good. And not only that, but that enemy is going to be prevented from being revived. So very good. And then these attack stats, they're just permanently on Hoyan, which is absolutely busted. So jumping over to her skill 3 is that whenever you are, quote unquote killed and you have the passive activate, you get the execution right. And this states is that Hoyan consumes 50% of her current HP, dealing 480% damage to a single enemy, ignoring 6.5% defense for every 10% max HP loss. That is absolutely busted. And then if you're able to get to level 5, you just reduce this cooldown by 1, so it's a 2-turn cooldown, which is just stupid. Same thing with her passive, level 4, reduce the CT or cooldown by 1 turn. She's good. She's absolutely good. Preventing healing, preventing an enemy from being revived, while also in the process reviving an own ally is incredible. And then being able to deal massive amounts of damage while ignoring some defense is busted and is super, super strong. 2 things I want to talk about is that why also she's going to be stupid strong is because of the nerfs that happen to a bunch of characters. And to really see that, we got to go to Pride to really look at the PvP list. So we're not really going to be looking at supporters because she can't necessarily do a whole lot, and mainly to most of the supporters, except Beyontin. As we can see right here, we have a revive mechanic here with Beyontin. Now, obviously with Hoyan, with her skill 2, boom, if you kill an enemy character and Beyontin is still active, Beyontin's not going to revive that character. So that's already very, very, very good. Now over here we also have right here Linguao or Lingyo. I just don't know how to pronounce her name, but a cleanse and a buff while also providing healing. Now, I don't know necessarily how this is going to interact with Hoyan, the cleanse, so it's going to be interesting. But Lingao is also able to provide, team-wide healing, but guess what? That's going to be gone now. Another thing is that if they have a Tiamat, like Hoyan, like essentially just counters Tiamat because you're able to put up the wound. So Tiamat is not going to be able to heal once she transforms into her Dragon Lady form, but also because you're going to be, for the most part, just killing her before she even gets to that point. So very, very good counter to Tiamat, although it's not really saying a whole lot because, I mean, Tiamat is good, but, you don't really see her a whole lot. Another thing is Sonya with the revive, cleanse. Guess what? That's not going to happen. You're not going to get a revive, so that's also very, very good. While also providing the anti-healing with the skill 1. So for the most part, like the main healers or revivers, they're just not going to be important when it comes to Hoyan's arrival. And she's just going to be a broken character. She is going to, I think she's going to define a meta. And whether or not that evolves further and further and further beyond, I don't know. But Hoyan, honestly, you should be saving up your pulls for, because she's that busted. So yeah, I'm super excited for her. I can't wait to build her when she does inevitably come out, and then we'll go ahead and test her out in some PvP action.